So what's a brand? Is it a logo? Is it what you do? Is it your company? Is it how you do what you do? Yes, it's all of those things. Keep watching and find out more. Okay, so we're going to go through the basics of what brand is and what branding is and why it's important to get it right. A brand's a feature or set of features that distinguish one organisation from another. A brand is typically comprised of a name, tagline, logo, symbol, design. It also refers to the overall experience a customer undergoes when interacting with a business. It's not just the logo and the design, that's part of it, but it's everything that goes with it. It's what the customer feels about it. It's the message you put across to your customers about what it is that you do and how you do it. Branding is a process of researching, developing and applying a distinctive feature or set of features to your organisation so that consumers can begin to associate your brand with your products and services. So the brand is the thing, it's the name, the logo, the everything that goes with it, and the branding is how you pull that all together so that your company becomes distinct from one other. So how Audi is different from Tesla, is different from Ford. It's because of the branding, not the brand. So how do you decide on a brand for your business? Well, I think the first thing, obviously you know what it is that you do, but the first thing you need to do is think about who your target audience are. Are you selling to rich bankers? Are you selling to bargain hunters? Are you aiming at the hipster market? Who is going to buy your product and services? And don't say everyone, because very few brands sell to everyone. Branding and marketing to everyone is actually quite a difficult thing to do. It's much easier and cheaper if you are looking at a specific section of the public. As an example, let's say you sell organic fruit and vegetable. Who are your core clients? Are they bargain hunters, or are they possibly middle class? They care about the environment, they care about health issues. Are they more or less likely to have a family? Are they more or less likely to be male or female? So you think about all these different factors. What's their age group? What's their kind of social scene like? Think about all these different factors, and if they are going to be your key customers, that's who your brand should be targeted at. So you have to think about how your logo looks. You don't want it to be too corporate if you are trying to reach that kind of market. You want it to be quite warm and friendly. Maybe use some kind of, think about the eco thing. So putting all those different things together is really important. And then we think about our mission statement. So once again, thinking about your target audience, what's your mission statement? Think of your mission statement as like your elevator pitch. So if someone says to you, "What does your business do?" or they say to you, "Where do you work?" and you say, "I've got my own business. It's Wonder Veg or something." Okay, what do Wonder Veg do? Well, our aim is to get more people eating organic food and living a healthier lifestyle. Okay, so that's like an example mission statement. To give you some others, American Express, their mission statement is, "We work hard every day to make American Express the world's most respected service brand." LinkedIn, to connect the world's professionals to make them more productive and successful. Tesla, to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. So they're all quite clear. They don't necessarily talk about what they do in complete detail, but that's what the brand is trying to achieve. Apple, to bring the best user experience to its customers through its innovative hardware, software and services. So Apple are all about the user experience. So when you use an Apple product, you should find it easier to use and like a more fluid process to use that than say something from Microsoft. For me, like if I were to do one for my channel, for Not a Guru, I would say to offer honest advice to help inspire and educate people to maximise their money and their potential earnings. The key thing for me is honest. I started this channel because I was so fed up with people on YouTube trying to sell these kind of pipe dreams and I'll do very little work and you'll become a millionaire in 6 weeks if you just buy my course and that kind of thing, which I absolutely despise. People that try and take money from people that are possibly a bit down on their luck or are looking for that golden ticket that doesn't really exist. So the whole reason I started this was to offer honest advice. So that's my first thing, to offer honest advice, and then to help people maximise their money and their potential earnings. Okay, so that's to get the most from your money and to maximise the amount of money you can earn. Then we need to think about defining the values of your brand. So more about that target audience, but think about the values of your brand, what's important to your brand and how that ties in to your target audience and how that ties into your mission statement. And then from that point, and only that point, once you know the values of your brand, the statement of your brand, who your target audience are or is, it's only at that point really that you can start to look at your logo and your sort of design language for everything you do. And once again, it should all tie in. Okay, so now you've got your logo, you've got your design language, you've got your mission statement, you know who your target audience are, everything's starting to come together. And the final thing to think about is your marketing mix and the presentation of your company and other things that go into the branding and the brand values and the mission statement. So if we go back to that example of the organic fruit and veg salesman, you've got to think of the packaging you use. Do you turn up with a delivery of organic fruit and veg and talk about your eco message, and the organic fruit and veg is in a single-use plastic carrier? No. So you're probably going to use a recyclable paper bag or box container or something like that. Do you want to deliver it in a diesel van, or would you like to deliver it on a push bike or an electric vehicle or on foot? All these things all tie everything together, and if one of them's wrong, your brand sort of loses a bit of that brand value and loses a bit of what makes it unique and what makes it stand out. If you have everything on message, it just works. So think about that with some brands that you're familiar with, and possibly not like the huge multinationals, but think of local businesses. Think of those organic type produce companies or food box companies, and the packaging they use and the marketing they use and the way they deliver their message, and look at it and get inspiration from it, you know. And then look at some other brands that do something that you do, or something that's close to what you do, and look at every detail of what they do and how they do it, and take inspiration from it when they do it well, and think about ways they could have improved it, and think about ways they could have been more on brand and on message with the way they deliver and the way they put their message across. So that's it. They're just the basics really of a brand and how it's more than a logo, but the logo is an important part, but it's about bringing all those things together and really understanding what it is your business does, how your business does it, who it's doing it for, what makes it different, and making sure that all your marketing material, your products, the way you package, the way you deliver, absolutely everything needs to be on brand. Tie everything into it as well as you can, and that gives you a strong brand. If you like that video, please give us a thumbs up and a subscribe. Thanks very much.